All right, welcome back to more geometry. We're talking about translations today. So let's look at translations. So last lesson we talked about reflection, which is to be flipped over a certain part. Now we're talking about translations, which means to slide. So that's the normal non-math word to slide. So you're sliding points along a vector. Okay, now the vector right here is a set of almost like coordinates, and we're not going to call it coordinates because they're not actual coordinates as far as vectors, but they are a set of numbers that helps us tell us what way and what direction we're going from one place to the other one. So here's our original image. Here's our A prime, the one that got slid across right here. So your vector comes similar to coordinates where they give you two numbers, but they have these little arrows at the end instead of parentheses. That's to show them they are different. Now, just like coordinates, you have an X and a Y, but these two are actual values that you will then put on your given X, Y. So for our example here, we got -3, 2 as our original A, and we're going to move it over here to A prime. It's going to go this way. This will be the final result. So what we're going to do is we take our coordinate X and a coordinate Y that we have right here, our -3 and our 2, and we're going to add the 8 and the 2 to our coordinates. So we're going to add 8 to X and we're going to add 2 to Y. In doing so, we got -3 plus 8. That gives us a 5, and then 2 plus 2 is 4. So that's how we end up with the coordinate 5, 4. That's where we end up moving because we moved 8 units on the X and then up 2 units. So it's a different way to kind of write slope if you really think about it as well. Vectors are just slope per se. Now, what if you did not know your vector and you're looking for your vector? Well, that's a good question. To find your vector, you kind of work it backwards. You'll take your A prime and you're going to subtract the value of your original coordinate A, and that will give you your vector here. So let's look at that right here. So this particular one, we have 5, 4. So we say, hey, all right, X is 5 and then Y is 4. And we're going to subtract. So we put a minus sign. So regardless of what A prime is, we do a minus sign. So minus the value of our A, which in our case for X would be -3. And for Y, it'll be 2. Okay, so we got 5 minus a -3. That gives us a 8. Okay, and then we got 4 minus 2. That gives us a 2. There's our vector, A, 2. As we said earlier, that's our vector right there. So this right here is everything you know about translations and how they move. And we will be applying these much later as well. So let's do a couple examples here. So we're going to we'll just do both of them. So here we got square JKLM. So JKLM. Okay. The coordinates for J right here is 0, 0. The coordinates for K is 0, -2. L is at that'll be 0, it'll be 4, 0, sorry, and then M, of course, is 2, 2. And we are applying the vector 3, 4 to both of these right here, to all of this, all 4 points. So in doing so, 3 plus 0, our J prime will be at, I'm going to change colors actually. J prime will be at 3, 4. It's pretty simple because you're going from 0, 0 to 3, 4. It moves along that vector. All right. Our K prime will be at 3, 2. We got 2 because we had -2 plus 4. That gives us 2. Our L prime, we'll put it at 7, 4. And then our M prime will put us at 5, 6. So everything should have shifted this direction. So let's look at that. Let's plot these new ones. So we are now at 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's our new J prime right there. And then the next one will be at 3, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, right? Oh, hold on. Yeah. 3. Oh, no, that's 2. Sorry. There you go. That makes more sense. So that'd be at 5. It'd be 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 2, 1, 2. That's our K prime. Right there. L prime will be at 7, 5, 6, 7, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's L prime. And then M prime will be up here. And there's your square that got shifted up. Oh, diagonally, per se. Everything got moved this way. All right, so hopefully, we did this in class, but in case you missed class, let's look at A, B, and C right here. So we got 9, -9 to be exact, sorry, -9, and that'll be +8. Right there. And then we got B will be at -4, 7. and then C will be at negative 6, 3. Okay, so that's our ABC right now. We're going to transform this sucker along the vector to negative 5. So 2, negative 5, let's see what happens. So with A prime, we got negative 9 plus 2, that gives negative 7. 8 plus a negative 5 gives us at 3 right there. B prime puts us at negative 2, 2. And C prime puts us at negative 4, negative 2. So everything should have shifted down this way. So it went over and down. Let's look at that right there. So C, we said negative 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. That's our C prime now. Is that right? C prime? Negative 4. Oh, negative 4. 2, negative 2. Bum, bum. We went the wrong direction. I went the wrong direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, down 2. There we go. There's our C prime. A is over here at negative 7, 3. There's our A prime, and then B prime, of course, at negative 2, positive 2, right there, B prime. So it still keeps the same size. We did not change the size of it. We just changed where it's at because it got slid down along the vector right there. Now, looking at this next one right here, you say, hey, what is the translation? So what was the vector? When they ask you that question, we're asking for the vector here. So again, if you remember, to find the vector, we take A prime minus A. So you can use or B prime minus B, or C prime minus D, whichever is easier to use. So when I'm looking at this, I say, hey, I'm going to use B because B right here, B prime is at 0, 0. So then I just got to find out, and I'm going to subtract the value of my B coordinate, which in this case will be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, negative 8, positive 3. So negative 8, positive 3. So 0 minus a negative 8, that gives us positive 8. 0 minus 3 gives us a negative 3. So my vector here should be 8, comma, negative 3. Now, another way to kind of look at this is you can also just count the direction you're going from your original one. So here, to get from B to B prime, we went 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units in the positive direction, and then 1, 2, 3 units down in the negative direction. So 8, negative 3. Hopefully that helped y'all. Other than that, have a great rest of your day. Bye.